What's up, y'all? So, just last week, Google announced their Android XR, which is a partnership with Samsung and Qualcomm to come out with things such as headsets and glasses for kind of that AR, VR experience, we'll say. And, AR, VR, now they call it XR, right? And many companies call it something else. But this is similar to what you see with Facebook's Meta Ray-Bans, where it's just a pair of glasses very much looking like mine that can give you augmented reality. Um, they showcase it doing really stupid stuff, in my opinion, like talking to it and getting directions or getting your different text messages from people and replying to them. They show somebody. The announcement came with these videos, and they show somebody asking the glasses like how to hang shelves on a wall. I mean, just ridiculous things in these videos. I don't even know why they do this. It really irritates me, actually. Just for a little bit of perspective, Google also came out with something called Google Glass, and that was, let's see, 2013, I want to say. So 12 years ago. I'm not sure if I got that right. Um, yeah, 2013, 12 years ago, and Google Glass was a total flop. I mean, it was basically an AR experience um, as well. I thought it was super cool at the time, but it turned out to it's not practical. It costs a lot. There was privacy concerns, and Google shut it down, 10 years later or whatever it was, and never really went anywhere. But now they're out with their Android XR, right? And take a look at this video that they have in terms of a product announcement and just tell me it's not ridiculous.
Hey Gemini, what have I missed in the besties group chat?
Nee and Sarah are discussing meeting later today at Gio's Pizza to celebrate Kelsey's promotion and are wondering if you can make it.
Are there any vegan options there?
Yes, reviews rave about the mushroom penny pasta.
Great. Tell the group I'll be there. Oh, and can you send a pic of the blue just to let them know what I'll be wearing tonight?
How's this?
Awesome. Send it. Is there a store where I can get a card for Kelsey nearby?
Serendipity Cards is a good choice.
Let's go.
Um, these kind of things are really annoying to me because they're showcasing technology that I would really use for specific things. Um, but at the moment, it's not ready, it's not practical, it's not available, and it's not going to be available for quite some time, right? My predictions here are that getting glasses like this that have computing power in them that it needs to power AR, VR, XR, meaning cameras that can record or stream for a very long duration, that can send, pictures to, or I should say, interact with LLMs to give you good results. The battery power necessary to do that and be able to wear them at least for an entire day and continuously use them. I mean, I think we're 5 years away from this at the least. Um, Not to mention, I think there's going to be the other concern of the practical use against them versus, or practical use of them versus application specific use of them. I can see them in many application specific scenarios. When you're doing simulations, or you're in healthcare, and you're doing a simulation of a surgery or even a guided surgery, or something to that effect. But these are marketed with things like, oh well, warehouse people and logistics people can wear these so they know where to put things away in a warehouse. I don't think warehouses are going to be buying $1,000 pair of glasses to give to their employee that works there for 5 months and then quits, and they get thrown in a pile, and then they have to be reprogrammed, firmware updates, all these different kind of things. It's just unrealistic. It's not practical, in my opinion. um, so I think there's going to be very application specific scenarios where these are going to be useful. But I still, think in some of those scenarios, such as the simulated surgeries or even guided surgeries, you don't need designer frames in those scenarios. You can wear a headset, or you can wear, what look like goggles, that, VR era goggles now, to get that done, and no one's going to care because you're in an application specific domain, and you're not in a fashion show, right? The other thing I think about these is that until they get the brain computer integration complete, meaning, a blend of Neuralink with these glasses and with the right computational power, I think they're not going to be practically useful for people on a day-to-day basis, right? Which kind of just makes me think, when's the last time an actual practical piece of hardware came out that kind of changed how we interface with computers? I mean, it was the iPhone, and the iPhone came out. What year did the iPhone come out? I think 2007. So we're 17, 18 years since the last time a real piece of consumer computing hardware came out that changed how we interface with computers, or, changed what we do on a daily basis, right? And that piece of hardware hasn't really changed all that much. Of course, the computing power has gotten better, the screen has gotten better, camera's gotten better, all that kind of great stuff. But it's really been the applications that have been driving the change. So my predictions for this Android XR thing, it's if they put anything out right now, it'd be a flop. Um, it's not going to be out for quite some time. Um, it To get to a real point of doing this is going to be another 5 years at the bare minimum, and until we really get that brain interface, I don't think these are going to go anywhere.